carrying the UNSC's traditions of extreme reliability into the theatres of space and aerial warfare. The D77-TC Pelican Dropship is the primary ship-to-ship and ship-to-surface troop transport of the UNSC fleet, as well as the most common means of rapid redeployment for planetside fire teams and assault vehicles. 30.7 metres long, with a wingspan of 25.1 metres, the Pelican's space frame is solid and well armoured, taking advantage of articulated engine mounts to quickly alternate between vertical and horizontal flight. The dropship is able to carry 10 passengers seated in its internal troop compartment, or 15 standing and sitting, but should the craft be outfitted with a modular troop deployment pod, its passenger capacity is doubled, as well as providing additional protection for its occupants. The external mount to which deployment pods can be fixed is more often used to transport ground assault vehicles, allowing the Pelican to carry a single Scorpion tank, a single Warthog force application vehicle, or a cluster of 8 resupply canisters. Though not intended as an attack craft, the D77 carries a respectable complement of weapons systems to provide close fire support for its assault teams, or to protect itself from hostile spacecraft or aircraft. Mounted at its chin, the Pelican carries an M370 autocannon, loaded with 70mm depleted uranium slugs. The weapon is synced to the heads-up display of the co-pilot's helmet and can be quickly reoriented through 120 degrees to rapidly switch targets. In addition to this, the dropship carries a pair of wing-mounted Anvil 2 rocket pods, allowing it to launch a volley of dumbfire missiles to suppress the enemy and temporarily clear a landing zone for its occupants. Finally, the dropship is equipped with a retractable hardpoint at the mouth of its troop compartment, which can be loaded with a 51mm general-purpose machine gun or a 25mm grenade launcher to support ground forces as they disembark. Following its introduction, the Pelican dropship quickly became extremely popular, and numerous sub-variants of the craft were planned to fill more specific roles than the stock model. First of these was the D77-C Law Enforcement Pelican, a version of the D77 dropship intended for use by local police forces, both on Earth and in various human colonies. Most of these police variants were armed only with a single door gun, replacing the cannon and missile pods, which would be unnecessary in a civilian role, with advanced camera systems, thermal imaging sensors, and cable launchers for use in search and rescue. The second of the D77 sub-variants was the G77S Pelican Gunship, an expensive version which boasted several anti-aircraft guns and large missile hardpoints, in addition to its standard autocannon and rocket pods. In the closing months of 2552, the D77 Pelican was replaced fleet-wide by a newer variant, the D77H TCI. This version was extremely similar both visually and statistically to its predecessor, but featured several subtle changes which served to expand the dropship's mission profile. The TCI variant carried the same number of passengers as its predecessor, but its troop compartment's layout was streamlined to allow a pair of Mongoose ATVs to be stored and quickly deployed from inside the Pelican. The dropship's Anvil missile pods were also altered, bringing them into the structure of the Pelican's wings, rather than simply hanging them from wing-mounted hardpoints. This provided an advantage in aerodynamics during atmospheric flight, as well as affording the missile pods increased protection from enemy fire. The Pelican dropship has served as the primary troop transport and aerial assault craft of the United Nations Space Command for over 50 years, and across its long career the ship has garnered a proud reputation for extreme dependability and tactical value, carrying troops safely into battle throughout various conflicts and through hazardous environments across the breadth of known space, and more than earning its sobriquet as the Warthog of the skies. Thank you for watching Spacedock. Please remember to like, subscribe and share for more science fiction spacecraft summaries. If you enjoy the channel, why not consider pledging your support on Patreon? For just $1 a month, you'll be able to access the Spacedock schedule to see what's coming up.